Coming to you live from JDM Hawaii. A few videos ago, we went over the Subaru Domingo, and the best way to describe this car is that it's basically a K-van on steroids. It's about the same exact size, but a 7-seater with a motor twice as big. And you guys know how much I love the Suzuki Jimny, so in today's video, we're gonna go over the Daihatsu Rocky. Technically, a beefed up Jimny would be a Jimny Sierra or a Jimny Wide, but the Daihatsu Rocky isn't much different. This thing is about the same size as a Domingo. It's not as big as a Prado, and the Jimny Wides come with a 1.3 and these come with a 1.6. So this is a 1995 Daihatsu Rocky. So apparently these were sold in America. I don't really know too much about this car, so feel free to chime in at any moment and let me know anything I missed. So like I said earlier, this is not a K car, but the interior really isn't much different. Space wise, I can easily touch this door without really reaching over. There still is no cup holders. You have 2 back seats back here, but realistically 2 adults can't fit. Headroom really isn't the best. And amenity wise, all you get is power windows, fog lights, AC, and you can lock the back gate with this. Don't get me wrong though, it does come with some cool features. For one, you can do this. If you flip this up, you're able to get some additional air in the cab from there. And this hardtop is completely removable with just 4 screws. I'll show you guys a picture of what that looks like. Exterior wise, I think it's a very good looking car. This one is the New Zealand edition. I'm loving the burnt orange for Hawaii. One of my favorite things about this car is that if you look at these rims, just look at the offset difference. This is 225/70/15, and the lip is about that big. And then back here we have another 225/70/15, but the lip is about that big. So you combine that burnt orange with the black accents, the chrome steps, and those rims, I think the car looks really good. Back here you have space for the spare tire. This one doesn't have it. Storage wise, again, it's very K-car-ish. You don't get any cubbies or anything to store anything. All you get is this little mat. I do love the fact that it has rear speakers back here. You also have the roll bar when you take the roof off. And then the seats fold down exactly like the Jimny. You put that one down, flip this up, and then you get some additional storage there. The interior on this thing is really nice. I love the little New Zealand accents there. You got a glove box. This one has an aftermarket radio. I'm excited to drive this. I want to see if it feels, you know, this one goes all the way to 180. I don't know if it's really gonna go even 120, especially with these tires, and it doesn't really have a lot of horsepower. But we're definitely gonna drive this on the road. I'm gonna pop the hood, show you what's under there, and let's see. Maybe this is a car that isn't a K, because there isn't many JDM cars that I generally want to own, but I love little bigger versions of K cars. That's why I was so excited to make this video, because I love K vans, and if I could get one a little bigger and a little faster, it's just perfect. Now let's pop the hood. Here are all 1.6 inline 4 horses. You got a lot of room over here. I know some people are gonna say this is perfect for a turbo, and I actually agree with you for once, because a lot of times you guys say, hey, just turbo it, turbo the Domingo, and that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But a car like this, with all this space, that could be a very fun project. Now let's start her up. First time driving a Daihatsu Rocky. We definitely got power steering. Let's do our first acceleration test on the Rocky. My foot's not all the way down. I just want to see how it feels. This is foot all the way down. Feels good, feels good. It feels like a beefed up K car. I know it's not. I know it has a motor almost triple the size, but it doesn't feel big. I don't feel like I'm driving something out of the ordinary. Like I said, I can literally touch this window, like look. And I'm driving the car and I didn't have to reach over much. But it doesn't have a lot of speed. I mean, again, we're not driving a speed demon. Sounds good, sounds planted. Like, look at this. I'm going 80 kilometers an hour. My hands are not even touching the wheel. Look how straight the wheel is. Wow. I'm still not touching it. Do not try this at home, but wow. This drives good. I think that's what I like so much about the beefed up K cars, like the Sierra, the Pajero Junior, something similar to this. It's like K cars are very uncomfortable for the most part. They're also slow, but we love them because of the size and the quirkiness of it. If we can get something a little quicker, a little more comfortable, like what is this in front of me? This is an Elf, no? Or an Alice? Look, a right-hand drive car right in front of me. This is why people buy stuff like this, because they love K-trucks, they just want a little more. And that's what I feel like this Rocky is, that's what I feel like the Domingo is, that's what I feel like the Pajero Jr. is. That's what I feel like a lot of these cars are. It's just a little more. We still want a small, quirky little vehicle, but we just want a little more. What I would really love to do with this car is get it up there in the mountains, go off-roading, put it in four-wheel drive. That's why this car would shine. Like, me doing these little speed runs are kind of irrelevant, but I'm sure this is a beast off-roading. I found one of my favorite features on the Rocky. The way you adjust the mirrors is with this. Why doesn't every car have this? Why would I want to put my window down and then try to like maneuver it? That is brilliant. So I just got on the highway. Let's see how this does around 80 to 100 kilometers an hour. I'm not even gonna try to get it to like 140, 160. That's way too fast for a car like this. But I am curious to see how it feels around 80 to 100. Switch lanes. Currently going 80. The car feels a-okay. Definitely has a lot more. Going 90. Again, still very smooth. All right, I got some space between me and the next car. Let's punch it. Going uphill. 90, 100, just changed gears. Wow, we got a whole nother gear. 110. I probably could go 140 if I wanted to. Like, if I really put my foot down, had a longer straightaway, this feels so planted. Even turning in this car feels good. 70 kilometers an hour, and I'm taking these turns like I'm in a little sports car. This is a fun car. I'm about to work my way back on the highway, and I think on the way down the hill we should easily be able to get to 120, 130 kilometers. All right, let's see. We're going downhill now. Going 100 kilometers an hour. Foot barely touching the gas. Going 110. That's 68 miles per hour. Let me hit this turn. Taking the turn very smoothly at these speeds. We got one more turn. I'm waiting on a straightaway so I can feel comfortable going 120. I think I'm gonna do it right here. Yeah, 120 is taking it like a champ. I know I have so much more to go, but these turns. Found my straightaway. 120, just changed gears. Yeah, this probably could go 160. Wow. Look at that. Taking it like a champ. I didn't really have many expectations on the Daihatsu Rocky prior to making this video, but I've been driving for the last 10 minutes off camera, even in four-wheel drive, and it feels just as good, just as planted, just as torquey. Like I said, I wish I could drive this car on the sand and the beach and really put this car where it deserves to be. But even just as the daily with the AC blasting, this is still a really good car. But I'm in this video here. Stay tuned for the next couple bangers. We still got a lot of cars to go over, including this Honda Active that's completely done up. We got 2 light bars. We got even more lights back there. Huge screen. This is gonna be another very fun video. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.